and welcome to week 2. Yay! You made it to week 2. Hopefully you did your homework, and so now you have a realtor in place. The realtor can also help you with every other person on your team because they're the person who's going to be coordinating with these people as well. So you may want to ask the real estate agent for your next person. So the next person is your mortgage person. And we all know money, 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 money. Money is so important. Make sure that you actually are getting a person who cares about your money and not just their money. In other words, how much they're making on this, not just how much you are saving or how much you're actually having to spend. Very, very important for so many reasons. This is so important. So interviewing your mortgage guy, you want to go ahead and remember that it is so important when you're interviewing your mortgage person that you get some references. So either the references could be from another family member who's used that person before, or your real estate agent. We're going to talk some more about that on some of the calls, but it's really important that you go and get some recommendations from some friends, as well as ask your real estate agent for some names, but also look online and see if there's someone you're interested in. I have a lot of people who come to me, and so number one, we want to talk about the why. Why is it important that you have a mortgage person? Because you really need somebody who's going to be looking out for you, not just a robot. Again, we'll talk a little bit more about the online services. It's important because not all mortgages are made the same. You need to know that 2 different mortgages, just like the VA loan, the Veterans Loan, or an FHA loan, which is a Federal Housing Administration loan, those are federal guidelines that are given to lenders. So I want you to first understand that not all loans are the same, and certainly not all lenders or mortgage companies are the same. They're just not. So it's very important that you really look and see what's best for you. If you're a veteran, make sure you're looking at that. Also look at Navy Federal Credit Union. Look at some of the credit unions. If you're a teacher or a police officer, look at the credit unions that might apply to you. Also look at companies that are online, national companies like NACA, NACA.com, if there's a nonprofit in your area who specializes in helping. So look at all of those, both on the national level as well as on the local level, because there are some programs that are going to only be local. Again, ask your real estate agent. That should be some of the stuff that your real estate agent helps you with. It's very important that you're always getting what is right for you, not what's right for somebody else, your neighbor, your friend, your family member. This is all about you. What's right for you, okay? So number 3, we talked about national versus local. We talked about getting it from, getting recommendations from your friends and family. Number 4, we want to talk about, you're going to email to at least, I like 3 to 7. You don't have to do the full 7 if you feel uncomfortable with 3. That's okay. But you definitely, the next step is when you're actually calling and interviewing those real estate agents. I want to make sure that you are calling them, and at least 3 of them, so that you feel comfortable. Again, down below, you'll see that we have the questions for you. Sample questions. Again, this is the paint by numbers. Very important, the paint by numbers. But you can paint a little outside the lines if you need to. So those questions are guideline questions. You might have something specific you need, like if you're out of state and you're buying an investment property, or if you're handling a property that you might have inherited. So remember, those questions are just the guideline questions, okay? Now, we have the questions for you for calling them. We also have sample emails for you. And then we're going to have the role play audio, which is right down below as well, so that you can hear me as I interview someone. You know, sometimes I don't always love the online mortgage companies. We've talked about those before. However, I have seen some become very good in recent years, so I wouldn't count them out of the game right now. So go ahead, but you need to have a real person that you can call and then find out who it is who you're specifically going to be working with. It's really important that you make sure that you ask them also, how are they making their commission? Is it because you have a higher interest rate? Do they make it from the actual, and just like a real estate agent, it's very clear how we're paid. It's important that you understand if they're putting you in this loan and they're making more money versus if they put you in this. And also, that's the person who should be helping you with your credit. This should be somebody who should give you some great ideas. Oh, if you pay this down a little bit, or if you do this, there's things that they can really help you with that is the credit. So Now, the last one, other than the role playing, go listen to the role play. Then remember, stay tuned and for week 2, be sure you're on the coaching call and have emailed me any of your questions. So do your homework early so you can email me your questions. You have a whole week to do your homework. So do your homework and then come and ask some questions, because that's the way you're really going to be able to apply this so that it really helps you. Anyway, I'm excited. This is week 2. It's getting better and better. You're getting more of your team together. So we'll see you next week for week 3.